You know, pressed the wrong button and it got off. So so let's just repost our poll. Not poll right here. Is this color is the best? Here it goes. Maybe here. Oops. Let me try again. Done. Yeah, maybe not there. Okay, that's better. So let me been done and okay. I don't know because I'm very accustomed to using the StreamYard and I almost do live streams with that. But this one is kind of awkward. I never attempted to do a stream like this on a phone in a horizontal orientation. It's kind of, you know, kind of different, but it's fine. Okay. So yeah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to everyone who's watching. I just, plan to do a small live stream so that if anyone wants to talk, they can. Obviously, because I didn't want to do that, the big one, the big plan, the StreamYard live stream. We've already have it scheduled for tomorrow, so I don't want to, so I didn't want to do a whole of that stuff because I hopefully some Christians will show up and show their face and try to defend their argument. But yeah, as I can see, there are no questions by now. Hopefully, there will be questions. And we're 3 minutes in. And we're 3 minutes in. Mostly. Yeah, as you have seen my latest post, there was the guy named Fictional Orator. He's always, after my channel. He's after me always. And now, for finally, we debated him today. For finally, we debated him today in the group, in the Discord group. He showed up, and yeah, as every Islamophobe does, he ran away. And that's what the Islamophobes do. They're best at running away. At the Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Abdullah, brother, brother Abdullah, yes. Let me just do one thing. Automatic translation off. Okay. So the main thing is that, as we know, that many Islamophobes, they like to run away when it comes to they want to debate you, and they think they're very very knowledgeable. They're very over knowledged. That knowledge is literally dripping from every part of their body. They come up to you and they are like, "Oh, look, we know everything. We want to debate you on this topic, on so and so topic." But the fact is that they don't know anything. They don't even know what they're quoting. They don't even know the context of what they're quoting. They mostly do misquotations, as we all know. And when they do misquotations, wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuhu, brother Umar. Yeah, well, they're the normal, regular misquotations we hear every day in our life. That's what happens every time. This time was kind of crazy because we're debating him on the topic of mut'ah. And for some reason, from the original topic, he was very confident that if you quoted Imam Shafi'i supporting mut'ah, I will run away or I'll lose the debate. But we turned the tables. I and Brother Omer were there in the group. We were the ones who were debating him. And at that time, when he quoted Imam Shafi'i, from some unknown source. He said that Ibn Kathir was quoting Imam Shafi'i. I demanded, and then I quoted Imam Shafi'i's book, and then we went on to I then went on to explain Ibn Kathir's stance on permissibility of muta and Imam Shafi'i's stand on muta. We gave him all the references from Shafi'i's book, and then for some reason he jumped on to the topic of Asma bint Abu Bakr radiallahu anha. And there he started blabbering, saying that, oh, look, Asma bint Abu Bakr, she used to do muta. The question is it permissible? It's not if it's not what someone did in the past. You know, you would be dumb enough to say that, oh, because in the past people used to smoke cigars, now I'm going to smoke cigar as well, because in the past they were used to do it, so that means it's not permissible as well. That's the most dumbest position you can put yourself in. And then after that, when we okay, it's fine. We were ready to debate on that as well. We went on that. We were debating him on that. Then all of a sudden, he then again switched back to the original topic. I told you, see, stop, shifting the goalposts. Stop it. And you know what you want to have to do is stick to the topic. Is mut'a permissible in the position of a Shia, because you're not a Shia, and do not take the position of the who are they? The Quranists. You're not a Quranist, so stick to your premise and debate us. And then he started quoting Ibn Hazm, and he started quoting many scholars. He quoted Bukhari for some reason. I was curious at that point. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Yeah, from the narration which says that Asma bint Abu Bakr radiallahu anha did mut'a. For some reason, I don't know. I and Brother Umar were there. We were actually talking to him. He started arguing on the grading. You know, he said that did what he did was he quoted Al Tahawi. Did what he did was he quoted Al Tahawi. He quoted Al Tahawi, and there he started, quoting, and I gave him. He said that he graded the hadith sahih. I corrected him. No, he did not grade it sahih. Rather, he called it. I said Al Tahawi, brother. I didn't say At Tahawi. I said Al Tahawi. Maybe my tongue slipped. Okay. And his claim. You know, the most problematic thing with these Islamophobes do is they always get confused between the books and the scholars. For example, when they quote Tariq al-Tabri, they actually, Tabri says this. Brother, Tabri is not quoting anything. He's writing something in his book, and his book is claiming something, has the claim. It's not him claiming something. The Islamophobes always get confused. The best example is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Many Islamophobes say that Mr. Jalalain said, what is Mr. Jalalain? It's not a person's name, it's the book's name. The person who wrote it is Imam Jalaluddin al-Suyuti. But, you know, Islamophobes, they don't know how to even distinguish between the authors and the books. Yeah, he started arguing on the grading for some reason. He thought was that Hassan is actually something and he says, no, Sahih, Sahih. I said, okay, stop arguing on the grading. It's not even necessary. There is a guy who's spamming here. Try refuting Nabi Hasli. Mr. Gamer in Danger, are you aware that I literally have a playlist? I'm literally running a series on him. I have exposed more than 20 videos of him. I cook him regularly. He's my regular customer, you know. Stigmata of Christ. What's the best tafsir to read? You can read the tafsir of Ibn Kathir, but I personally I suggest you read the tafsir of Al-Tabri. Not mine personally, because that's the first tafsir I read after tafsir of Ibn Kathir. Uh, Rahimahullah ta'ala. That's the second tafsir I read. First tafsir that I read was tafsir of Ibn Kathir. So you can go read those two tafsirs, because and don't go towards tafsir al Jalalain, because it has some errors. It's not errors, it's not called as errors, because the scholars, what they do sometimes is they present everything in front of the people. They present the whole picture. They present the whole picture, and then they leave up to the people to filter the strong narrations from the false, weak narrations. But some scholars, they take it upon themselves and they only give us the correct narrations. Oh, we have a very great person over here. Oh, Akhi, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, the common sense Muslim. Akhi, where have you been? Haven't seen you in a long time. I guess you have forgot that you have a Discord account. You are literally not even responding to even one of my DMs, Akhi. Like, it seems like you forgot you have a Discord, and it seems like you forgot you have a channel. Because you haven't gone live from a long time, even though my channel was gone. Okay, it's fine, but okay, yeah, like he's saying, there's no such thing as a best tafsir. Every tafsir serves a different purpose. Identify your purpose first. That's a very good point. I appreciate that. He says Wahab ibn Munabbih says Jesus died for 3 hours or days. Oh wow. Okay, he says no, just some IRL stuff. Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. It's nothing that serious, because there's some who actually sometimes lose motivation, and they just want to abandon just the thing they're doing from a long time. They just want to abandon it. Stigmata of Christ asks that Wahab ibn Munabbih says Jesus died for 3 hours or days. Yeah, brother SMK just stole the words out of my mouth. He literally stole the words out of my. He's presenting a report. So what's the problem? What's the problem? You know, most of you, what you do is you mistaken between something. You get mistaken between two things. One is that yeah, the first thing is you don't know a difference between a claim and a quotation. When I'm quoting someone, I'm not the one who's claiming that. I am quoting someone. I'm presenting to you something. If I present to you Ibn Kathir tafsir, it's not me who's claiming something. It's it's Ibn Kathir. Tabari says Wahab. Okay, yeah, that's all. That's it. That's all they can do. That guy will never come up, because what happened is, I told him when in the group that do not go near the topics related to fiqh. You will be baked. You will be roasted. He said, no, no, no. I want to go in the topic of fiqh. I said, okay, go into the topic of fiqh. Bad idea. Your luck. Your choice. I warned him before he started that. As if you scroll up, you will see that I warned him. Do not go to the topic of the fiqh. You want to talk on the Quran and the Sunnah? Do it. It's the most safe for you. At least you will get baked less. But don't go towards the fiqh. But he says, no, I want to go near the fiqh. Is there any Sahih Hadith? If Jesus returned, then die. What? Either rephrase your sentence, or either say it clearly what you're trying to say. Is there any Sahih Hadith? If Jesus returned, then die. What are you even talking about? Are you talking about the resurrection type of concept in Hadith? No, we don't have the resurrection type of sorry, I guess Brother Umair understood the question, and I didn't. Seems like I need to understand. Okay, I understood. He's asking about the returning of Jesus after his return, just like any others. Yes, we have them. Of course, we have many. I cannot find any. Oh, it's a problem if you don't find any, because you need to find. It's up to you to find anything you want. And I guess Wahab saying Jesus dying is wrong because of hadith about Jesus return then dying. But where are those hadiths? Ramiz Raja 3576 asking, you believe in general confirmation or magical Torah to respond to Islamic dilemma? First of all, if you're referring to Islamic dilemma, then you need to know that you are referring to a very weak argumentation, because the argument that Quran is actually uh, Islamic dilemma, the argument is actually that Quran confirms the Bible. And now my very first question to any individual who claims that Quran confirms the Bible is that at the time when the Quran was revealed, no Bible existed. At the time of the revelation of the Quran, no Bible existed. And even if you look at the verses, from chapter 3 verse 3, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's confirming the Torah and the gospel. And if you go on and you see another verses where it's talking about in the past, it's talking about the past, which was revealed before the Quran, Torah and Injil. Now the problem with you here is that Islamic dilemma doesn't even fail on, because you're saying that Quran is confirming something that comes like hundreds of years after Quran, because the complete compilation of the Bible was not done. The book named Bible didn't exist at that time. The book named Bible did not exist at that time. The books that existed were Torah, and Psalms, Zabur, and the Gospels. Those Christians who believed in their own Gospels. Those were the books that existed at that time. The book named Bible did not exist. So you're telling me that Quran is confirming something, speaking in a past tense, that is to come in the hundreds of years after it? Are you stupid or something? The claim is that absurd. You're claiming that Quran confirms the Bible, which is yet to come hundreds of years after it. The compilation, the book named Bible, is yet to come hundreds of years after it, and yet the Quran is talking in a past self that is confirming those which were revealed before it, Torah and Injil. So your position is very absurd. You're not only twisting the tense, murdering the tenses, but you're also defying basic sense. That's all I can say. Listen, stigmata of Christ, or whatever you are, your claim is first of all very absurd, because in the top, if I scroll up, what you claimed is that you weren't able to find any hadith related to that topic, but now you're claiming that no such hadith exists. What type of hypocrisy is that? At one instant, you're claiming that you couldn't find the hadiths, and now because something was not found by you, it means that it doesn't exist. Wow. And you literally putting zero efforts into your research. You are saying that you were not able to find it. So whose problem is this? It's your problem that you were not able to find it. Did you put all of your efforts? No, you didn't. You were not able to find it. So so it doesn't exist. What type of hypocrisy is that? Yes, of course. Sheikh pointed out the very good point over here. When Allah used it for the Quran, it used all of the tenses. I forgot to mention that point. He used all the tenses, past, present, and future, all of. But when he was referring to Torah and Injil, he explicitly used the past tense. Why? Because he's confirming something that came before, after the Quran. The book named Bible it comes hundreds of years after the Quran. So your position is literally absurd at this point. What if some Christians say to you, books which exist in the 7th century were there? Now your response. Skylar W3 is claiming an absurd. Never said it's corrupted. What I can say to you is, Mr. Skyler or Mrs. Skyler or Miss Skyler, whoever you are, please go and recheck your references. That's all. First, you have zero knowledge about the Quranic verses. You don't know anything. You just came here randomly, seeing stuff, and you're like, oh, claiming, oh, it never said it's corrupted because the word corrupted is not mentioned in the texts. That's another absurd position in the first place again. I'm not, multitasking. We cannot, refer those topics at once. First, I'm clearing one topic up. Someone is asking questions and he's not being answered, so I'm asking now. You are being answered by the, you know. Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Show me one verse where it don't they they say what? It don't say, bro. What are you talking? Oh, you know the Quran. You know my Quran. Okay, so tell me, how many times does Quran mention Torah and Injil? One simple question. How many times does it mention that? And how many times does it mention that they are preserved? Go, go and Google that right now. That's all you can do. Torah and Injil, how many times does it mention it's preserved? Huh? Show me one verse where don't they say, bro, your English is terrible. They say that changed the weird verbally, not textually. You haven't read your Quran. Oh my god. As I told you, your English is terrible at first. I was busy understanding that, but brother SMK is cooking her, him, whoever it is. Brother Champion, this isn't a StreamYard live stream. It's a normal YouTube live stream, and I don't know how can people join in this. I don't know. Maybe I have to tap somewhere on the screen. No, I don't know. I can't. Uh, uh who Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says the Christians and the Jews had the Torah and Injil in his time. Who said that? Okay, first of all, a claim with no reference, invalid argumentation. You're out. You're out. Dava Dominion, but Sar, I am Anadi Sar. Don't ask me about religion. Okay, brother Faizan is playing around here. Why do they come to Muhammad when they have the Torah and Injil? Means they have the Torah. Okay, now, as brother SMK already told, you have zero knowledge about anything. You're just here, misquoting stuff. Listen, Skyler, you're making a fool of yourself over here. Do one thing. Context, a thing named context exists. Go and read that first, okay? Then come back. And don't try to educate me on my book because it's my book. I know my book. It's you who don't know it. So don't try to educate me. Or else I'll start educating you. And when I start educating you, it's not gonna be simple. It's not gonna be soft. It's gonna be hard. This guy named Stigmata of Christ is actually being, way too ignorant at this point. Okay, next question. Why do they come to you for judgment when they already have the Torah? Al-Ma'idah 5:43. But why do they? Okay, twice again. Skyler, as Babel Nuzul is versus, then see for what contract it was revealed and how it is bonded. I don't even mind telling her the context because when you have all of the resources out there at your fingertips, it's not like the ancient times. For just to gather one hadith, you had to travel hundreds of miles. It's not like that. You Google it and ask Google, tell me the context of Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 43. And it'll tell you what the verse is talking about, okay? Go. Don't waste my time over here. The Bible and the Torah. this guy or this woman, whoever this guy, whoever this, he it doesn't even know the difference between the Bible and the Torah. Okay, that's just intellectual ignorance at this point. It's at peak. It's it crossed all the limits at this point. That just it just shows how ignorant you are about the claim about what you're talking about, the subject you're talking about. You can't even understand the difference between the Bible and the Torah, or you are dumb enough to believe that Bible is the Injil and Torah is the Torah. Do they? Okay. Do they? Do you get the idea to debate dog logic from my post? I did, but I had it in mind because these Islamophobes are recycling old trashed argumentation now because they're running out of it. So now, while uninspiring philosophy is sticking himself to the Islamic dilemma, presenting it in many different absurd positions, dog logic is busy, you know, uh, recycling the arguments of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As I'm still running the series Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Bible, why don't I just go onto his face and show him what is in his books? Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But Junaid is brave. All right. Now, see, when we are now asking whoever this guy named Skylar, we're asking him or she or her to go and look at the context. Now, they want to change the topic. They want to shift the post to Surah 68, verse 4. Hey, 1 second. When we tell you to go and see what's there, you want to change the topic. Well, that's great. She or she doesn't even know the name of the surah. They all Surah 63 verse 4. That's it. At least give her time or give him time. Brother Junaid, to at least Google the name of the surah. Don't overload him or her. As I don't know if Skylar is a boy name or a girl name. As I remember, Skylar was named to a girl character in the cartoon called Ninjago. So I'm assuming that she's she, or I don't know. Yeah, I witnessed that. You never answered the first question anyway. All you said was read the Quran, but never answered. You said if you gave an answer, but never did. You were afraid to defend your book. Ninjago ball knowledge. Skylar, see, I'm not, I literally answered your question. You are someone who's seeking knowledge, and I am the teacher. A teacher can teach you in any way. He can either explain to you, or he can either tell you, go on to this page in the book and read. You read it yourself for better understanding. I chose the second option. Go read it yourself for better understanding. So later you can't blame me that, oh, you explained me but I was not able to understand it, so you misguided me. So I don't want those type of allegations on me. So go read it yourself. The answer is there. Go. Are you stupid or something? The brother Common Sense Muslim actually gave you a verse with a joker emoji already, and you still want to stick to that topic. These typical people, they want me to give a reference. And there again, he gave you again. Go to verse 79 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Okay, if you don't, okay, I'll just give you the link from the website. Never mind. Wait, can't we type? Can't we post a comment in here? Oh no. Or can we post it? We sent Jesus as confirming. All right, now she is back, or he is back to the topic. We sent Jesus, son of Mary, confirming the Torah revealed before him, and we gave him the gospel containing guidance and light and confirming what was revealed in the Torah. Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 46. Okay, so are you sure that this is confirming that this is confirming the Torah. Are you stupid? Are you stupid or something? Yeah, no, I can't. How can I expect anything from someone who just goes around misquoting stuff? Back to, let me see what's the conversation going on with stigmata of Christ. No, just flat out lying. Give me the exact quote and tell me where you read it. In tafsir for Quran. Tafsir for Quran. Wow, that's a very wow. That's an impressive reference actually. Tafsir for Quran. Can someone please explain tafsir for Quran? Open tafsir for Quran, and we read it together. That's a very exact reference. Wow, wow. I'm actually blown away with that one. Skylar, if that makes you sleep good tonight, say it. I don't care. Say it. If that makes you sleep well and peaceful tonight, okay, go on. Okay, now we are actually at this point. This whoever this person is named Skylar, he or she is exceeding the limits of ignorance. Again, I'm telling you the answer. Go to the tafsirs or go and read the Asbab nuzul or go read the explanation on these verses. There are hundreds of websites online, there are hundreds of books online for you to understand it better yourself. So go on. Give me one explicit verse from the Quran where it says go marry kids. Simple. Or else, according to your logic, it's something like, if a woman, she hasn't menstruated and she's past 18, she's past 20, then also she's a kid, according to your logic. Brother Umar, if you give him that type of serious terminology like in qita, what will he understand? He's not able to understand a simple tafsir. You are actually telling him on in qita. What will he understand? How in qita makes a narration weak? Use simple terminology for God's sake. Hi Hakbai, you know me. Sharius God bye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Breakdown in chain, okay? That's fine. Now he'll understand clearly. Now he'll understand clearly because in Qita was a very difficult term for him to understand. He'll just later make an excuse like, "What is in Qita? I don't understand in Qita. I don't know what it is. I can't find it anywhere." I believe it is Cop saying there, "Wow, magical Torah and Injil once it's no more, not a bit of it is present." I don't know what brother Ramiz Raja is saying. But I think you live in India, but your channel location is Saudi Arabia because I'm currently in Saudi Arabia. That's why. The chain is broken of that narration, bro. How hard is it to explain if it doesn't say wait 3 months? Wait, what's it saying? Oh, like I guess I missed her or his last comment. It says if you don't know their age, wait 3 months. So if you don't know their 10 and wait 3 months, then they're still 10. Wow, that's a very absurd logic at that point. You are blind, you can't even see the age of an individual, you don't know the age of an individual, and you are just waiting 3 months. Look at that type of absurd position over there. Mr. Stigmata of Christ, there's a guy named Umar in the chat. Umar in the chat. Umar Umar7. He's still there. He exists in the chat. Stop ignoring him like that. Should we give the name of Surah to her? No. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let her cope. Let her cope harder. Let her cope harder. He or she can't even understand what the verse is talking about. And look at the absurd type of position she is giving me, that she or he is giving me. If it says, if you don't know their age, wait 3 months, where does it say when you don't know their age? She or he is literally misquoting at this point right now. Signet of Christ, only Sahih weak are rejected because it causes doubt between authority and weakness. Bro, you are married or not? Okay, I have to say no. I am not married. How many languages do you speak, Akhi Ahmed? I speak English, I speak Hindi, Urdu, I speak my local languages, and I know partial Arabic. I can understand by reading and by the terminology I know, but my speaking while speaking Arabic, I'm very bad. I actually once made one of my locals in here laugh hard at me when I tried to speak him in Arabic. So when I asked him what's wrong, he said, "Bro, you're terrible at that." So I'm working on my skills. It's gonna take a time. It's gonna take some time. It says have not menstruated. Okay, now she and he's bringing or she's bringing back to the original terminology. You accept this that previously over here you misquoted, saying that if you don't know the age, you need to wait 3 months. But now they're saying wait 3 months and to see if they menstruated or not. Okay, so there's a huge difference between age and menstruation. You know that, right? You know that. There's a huge difference between that. But what can I expect from a pea-brained person like you who can't even understand between the difference between age and menstruation, who mixed them both last time? Yes, you misquoted. Thank you for your honesty. Now, the problem with you is, do you understand the difference between, you know, menstruation and the age of puberty? Do you understand the difference between both of them? What you are claiming is what the Quran claims over there. If you don't know if they are menstruated yet, wait for 3 months. The idda, the period. If you don't know, but wait for 3 months. So you speak 4 languages? Yeah, I speak 4 languages. Teach me Urdu, akhi. If to be honest, Urdu is kind of simple to learn. I will teach you. You can just learn it by hearing me speak during my Urdu streams. It would be better. Because that's how I learned English. I used to watch a lot of English series and cartoons, movies. That's how I learned. Yes, of course I can read Arabic, brother champion. Abdullah says that it says those who delay menstruation in pubescent. He just reduced your, what do you say, hardship. This person's named Skylar is suffering to understand one simple verse, and then this person claims that he or she knows the whole Quran. Oh my God! A typical Islamophobic, a typical Islamophobe argument that they know everything about the Quran. Alhamdulillah. Can I know? Can I know was the Injil and the Torah corrupted before or after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's time? Why is it even necessary at this point right now? My first question is, why is it even necessary to know it was corrupted before or after? Because we don't need Torah or Injil at this point, so it's pointless for us to actually debate on that. Is the Torah confer or revealed, or uh, uh, you know is Torah preserved or corrupted? Because we have the ultimate final revelation, we don't need the earlier revelations. So at this point, it's useless for us. Delay. When did I say delay? It's wrong Transmission fabrication means intently creating a new story. Weak means wrongly heard. I need to learn Arabic, Urdu, Persian, Hebrew, and Greek. Oh no. Okay, back to our normal stuff now. It seems like I missed a lot of comments over here. Truth Awakens official is Truth Awakens official is back. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa rahmatullahi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I asked because I thought Muhammad put the Torah on the judgment cushion. Who told you that? You know, wrong information leads to another wrong information, and it leads to another wrong information. That's how the chain works. So please go learn from start from the scratch and start learning. Okay. Omer, it is well-known report. Otherwise, the scholars of tafsir would have included it in their book. Oh, wow! So, because some scholars included some narration in a tafsir, that means it's completely strong. Wow! At least, even in Tafsir al-Jalalain, there are weak narrations. It doesn't matter that which scholar mentioned it in which tafsir. It depends on the narrations. Your position is really absurd. Your position is so absurd, Mr. Whatever you are. Stigmata of Christ. Your position is very absurd. It doesn't matter if it's included in a tafsir. It doesn't matter. It depends on the chain of narration. Oh wow, look at the amount. Look at the amount of ignorance over here. It's also a report from a hobby. Oh wow. To be honest, Mr. Stigmata of Christ, every report is from a Sahabi. So according to your logic, every report must be authentic. Bro, this literally shows you don't have even the basic amount of knowledge. It doesn't matter. Every report comes from a Sahabi. And some reports actually come from the Khulfa Rashideen, from the four caliphs of Islam. So it doesn't matter the first narrator of the hadith. It doesn't matter. It's free of that. It depends on the chain of narration, not which Sahabi transmitted the chain. Listen right now. Brother Omer and brother SMK. The brother's point is he's arguing on some hadith and he's arguing on its authenticity. I would ask him, I would take a different position. I would recommend both of you that before we dive into the difficult type of terminology and difficult type of questions for him to generate the sanad and matan, my question to him is, Mr. Stigmata of Christ, you are arguing over hadith, okay? Can you, with the amount, with the standards of hadith, how hadith is graded sahih, can you prove to me how that hadith is acceptable? Do that for me. It will be better, because what you will understand when brothers are saying that what is isnad or what is matan, you understand that. So prove to me that your argument is valid. Your argument is valid because you're quoting a valid hadith. Just prove to me that, and you're good. You're good to go. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother Junaid. Uh, Do you believe the Torah and Injil are corrupted? You waste your time with you because you have zero knowledge. You literally zero efforts. Great reference. Mutton, mutton. That Pajit was very, very desperate because in India they can't eat, mutton or chicken every day because of its high costs. So they dream day and night about it. So mutton, he understood mutton. What can we do about it? You put zero efforts in your knowledge. You put zero efforts in verifying something. You put zero efforts to get information. Please, when you're talking about Islam, go learn from the Islamic sources, go learn from the Islamic scholars. And if you are way too dumb, you say, I can't understand all of those, at least go to a damn website, an Islamic website, explaining your issue. Still, nobody has provided an example from the Quran where mutawafika means taken without death. Oh my God. Stigmata of Christ, have you heard my question? I asked you a question. I'm literally the speaker over here, and the speaker is asking you a question, and you're dodging that. Wow. What can I expect from you when you're dodging the questions from the people in the chat? Give me one, prove to me, prove to the brothers, or prove to us that the hadith you're quoting is authentic by the scholarly consensus. That's as simple as cutting a cake, That's as simple as a piece of cake. So answer that. Now we have another guy or someone, another person telling him not to answer. Oh, yeah. He can't answer that because there is no answer to that question. Just like you don't have answer to the simplest question I asked you. You are a person who couldn't even differentiate between menstruation and age of puberty. What can I say? What can I expect from you? Yes, because those are two ayats that deal with Jesus' death, and that you must reinterpret based on your weak hadith. Oh, now, all right, okay. You see, I'm saying you don't have. Oh, now he's changing his words. He's changing his words. Why should I listen to you? I have the answer. Listen, stigmata of Christ. You are a Christian, so I would ask you to stick to your position and the Qadiani's position and arguing like a Qadiani. What? How will it be to you as a Catholic or as Mormon? How would it be for you if I argue to you as a Mormon? Hmm? That's the most. When you can't, base your position on something, you need to take others' position to base your position. And now he's saying that fika on our weak hadiths. Says the guy who couldn't even provide evidence for the authenticity of the hadith he's quoting from like past 49 minutes. Wow, what type of standards? What type of
At this point. Qurtubi says the reason for the interpretation that Jesus died already is wrong is because of the hadith about Jesus returning then dying. There is no other justification for your what? For your what? I don't even know what this guy's even posing. Prove it. Stigmata of Christ prove prove to me that there is no Sahih Hadith, because I am see watching you from the past 41 minutes, and what you are doing is that in the beginning you argued that you couldn't find a Sahih Hadith, and when it went on you said they don't exist, and now you're claiming they don't exist. They're not even there. There is no such Hadith, because you're placing the claim. Prove to me that there is no Sahih Hadith that exists, that Jesus will return, that Jesus will return and die. Prove to me. I'm not Miss Skyler. You don't even understand the logical basis of this question. I'm not arguing about something that you need to. You need a proof to define that something exists. If something exists, it you have the books in front of you. You need to show me that no such hadith exists in that books. But what if, Mr. Stigmata of Christ, I show you the hadiths, a Sahih hadith? What will you do? Your whole argument is trashed at that point.
Can someone in the chat? Can someone in the chat quote Sunan Abi Dawood? Sunan Abi Dawood 4324 for this guy. Sunan Abi Dawood 4324. Sunan Abi Dawood 4324 for this guy, so that he can see how low his knowledge is. Stigmata of Christ, your question is to give a Sahih Hadith of him returning and then dying on earth. Am I correct? Yes or no? Am I correct? Brother SMK is playing hard with him. Okay, so that's your question, right? Go to Sunan Abi Dawood 4324. Sunan Abi Dawood 4324. Oh, brother SMK, stop roasting him so hard. let him at least check the reference first that I gave him. I mean, yeah, that is the question. Is logical that he wants hadith for the death of Jesus Christ when he returns, alayhi salatu wasalam, but he doesn't know. But he doesn't know that in the Quran it says every soul tastes death, tastes death. So the question is illogical in the first point. Go read the Sharaf Sunan Abi Dawud 449, 449. That's all I can say. Go read the Sharaf. Go. Right now he's back to Qurtubi and Tabri gives for their tafsir, for their interpretation on 355. Oh my God, how many? Okay, 4, 3, Sunan Abi Dawood 4324. Sunan Abi Dawood 4324. 4324. I'm repeating again. Sunan Abi Dawood 4324.
Sunan Abi Dawood 4324. A man of a medium height, reddish fair, wearing two light yellow garment, looking as if drops were falling down from his head. Though it will not be wet, he will fight the people for the cause of Islam. Brother SMK, I would recommend you that instead of quoting the whole hadith, you give him the explicit part where it says that he he will live for 40 years and then he will die and the Muslims will pray over him. Now, point to be noted, will pray over him. I've seen many Christians misinterpret that and saying will pray over him. Look, that means he will be worshipped at that time. No, praying over him doesn't mean praying. Praying him, praying over him means the janaza, the praying the janaza. That's what it means. Not worshipping him like Christians worship Jesus Christ. This is exactly what I was looking for. My only question is: are there any scholars who come before Albani who say this is authentic? All right, that's just pure dishonesty because you asked me for a Sahih Hadith and I gave you. Now it's unnecessary to ask that. Oh, is there any other scholars who say it's not Sahih? Again, the question is Hadith Sahih or which scholar? Give me a Sahih Hadith for return and the death of Jesus Christ. I gave you that, and that answers your question. Yeah, that's literally intellectual dishonesty at its peak. That's literally on the peak. And I knew that he will do something fishy after I give him the hadith because from the way he was arguing from the beginning, he didn't seem as a genuine person. So I gave him the hadith to see what he'll do. He wants to jump on to older classical scholars, and the question rises again: are there any this hadith as sahih? Are there any who call this hadith da'if? And now, okay, wait a minute. Now, the point to be mentioned here that the hadith, the be same. It doesn't mean that hadith in Sunan Abi Dawud is da'if because there are two. A hadith doesn't come with only one chain of narration. It comes with so many chains of narration. And if only one chain of narration is weak, it doesn't mean that all of the other chains of narration are weak. The point, don't try to misinterpret this and say, "Oh, look, I exposed you." You're exposing nothing. You're just exposing your intellectual dishonesty and your level of knowledge. Yeah, the pea-sized level of knowledge. What? What's a Salafi? It was Albani before or after Bukhari? Al-Albani is not accepted by Bukhari and Abu Dawud. Oh my god. Yeah, brother, listen, you need to stop drinking wine in your church every Sunday because today is Sunday, so probably you were drunken. Bukhari and Dawood, how can they even accept Al-Albani when they're not even present there? What are you even thinking? What are you thinking? Oh, wallahi, you're making a fool of yourself over here. Wallahi. I'm not even lying at this point. People are laughing at you, not even me. Because I am on the mic, you can hear me laughing. Everyone else in the background are laughing on your claim. What is that? Al-Albani is a Salafi and not accepted by all Muslims like Bukhari or Abu Dawood. What is that? Okay, that doesn't matter if a group of Muslims doesn't accept, Al-Albani for X and Y reasons. It doesn't matter. Are you going to trash your Bible because a group of Christians doesn't accept your version of the Bible? Are you going Of course not. Oh God! Oh Akbar! I can't even stop laughing at this point. He literally said that Bukhari and Abu Dawud did not, accept, accept Al Albani. If any mods are there, wait a minute. Doesn't bother managing. No, akhi, you can ban anyone you want and you can unban anyone you want if you wish. I mean, this needs to be clipped. Of course, this needs to be clipped. And with that, I would like to end our today's chit chat session. Of course, there will be many coming, inshallah, in the future. In the future, bro, bro, stop lying, stop rephrasing your sentences. You literally said over here. Well, well, Albani is Salafi and not accepted by all Muslims like Bukhari or Abu Dawood. A normal guy, a normal guy who reads the sentence will laugh at you. You're just trying to escape from the little mistake you made over there because you don't want to make a fool of yourself. You don't want to be like a foolish guy in front of the people, so you're now rephrasing the sentence. And yes, of course, liar, liar, Paul on fire. That's a great catchphrase, I see. So, okay, with that, I'll be planning to close my chit chat session, of course, tomorrow morning. For me, we will be doing a live stream on Islamic dilemma, and inshallah, we will be inviting, if there are many Christians who show up, they'll come up, inshallah, and they will try to defend their so-called false dilemma or a false dichotomy, or you know, their false claims. I'll surely meet you tomorrow morning, or it's tomorrow or in the night for you, wherever you live. And inshallah, the new video will be out tomorrow or day after tomorrow, inshallah. I'll meet you tomorrow, morning, night, afternoon, evening, depends on where you live. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.